feel in some way to step up to the microphone and be so far away from you guys is a little bit uncomfortable for me. This is the team. I don't really need this microphone. Do I? Yeah. I need this microphone? Okay, so the mic is good.
Down is on.
Hello? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, listen. It's amazing to see you guys. I've been actually I've said a few words about you this morning on radio and stuff like that. How I was going to meet them. How I was, you know, going to be spending time with the great people, the great heroic people of our country, who really are leading the way. And I said in a little op-ed in the Washington Times that the great patriotism that is represented by our troops and this generation of young people is really lifting our nation altogether. And thank God for them, for your children, and you know what they have meant to all of us to fix our minds in the proper direction and take care of business. Now, I know that, you know, I'm 69 years old. I've had a lot of life. I've needed a lot of life to get my priorities straight. I didn't start out in a perfect place. My parents were terrific, by the way. My parents were great people, but I got a little wayward at the end of the 60s. With celebrity, it does something to your mind. It drops your IQ, I think, you know. And what it just really does, actually, it distracts you from the truth, you know. It takes you away from the truth. So I got into this other thing, the anti-war stuff in this end of the 60s and the early 70s, and I always pray to God every day that He will forgive me for that nonsense, you know. And I wish I could go back and you know, as we all know, you can't fix the past sometimes, but you can take care of the present and the future. You can do some things if you can come along and get some proper you know, values and sights and learn from your mistakes. But anyway, I have to say that a life, what is the value of a life is what I think of especially when I view the troops and these young people, these great young kids who step up to protect our country, the values we've been given, the legacy of the greatness of this country. And they know what they're doing. And they're putting their lives on the line. Everybody else who is, you know, all the other guys who step up and do a little of this, a little of that, myself included, don't compare to what they've done.
So true.
Don't compare.
So true.
And just acquainting myself, seeing these beautiful faces of these heroes. Now, it's taken me, as I say, I'm 69. I don't talk about my age in usual groups. This is a special gift I'm giving you guys. But I'm so glad that I've learned something over the course of my life. But I say, what is the value of my life? What can I hope that my portrait might be? And I think sometimes it takes a full life. I'm very grateful that I've lived long enough to make some adjustments. But sometimes a life comes in, and by the way, I say, we don't live long. Guys, this gray hair and all that, none of us live that long. It's a brief time we're here. We make of it what we may, you know? And the greatness that is achieved by some souls in a very brief time it gives us all hope that we can get there, certainly, but we have to pay respects. I am in awe of the young people who stand for this country. I'm in awe, and I'm in awe of the parents. I'm in awe of the families that know who they are and stand by them. I say this You know, these guys are the guys that have left us, that have fallen, and the guys that are carrying wounds into today's world. These guys are angels. They are our angels. They're looking down on us. We cannot let them down. Now, I know what you guys have done is beyond. I'm really saying this to everybody else. I'm saying pay attention to the families of the troops. These are the great people in our society. They know. They carry the wisdom that we require right now. Listen to them. You know, put down your nonsense. You know, put down your petty differences. Stop being distracted from the truth. And look to these families. They'll show you the way. Anyway, so I'm very, you know, I'm very happy to be with you. When I give a hug I steal the hugs. I get them. I say, you know, when you need strength, you say, where's a family of the troops, you know, where these guys? And, you know, you get a hug, and then you feel, I can do anything. I'll go out and do anything. So I'm going to grab a lot of hugs today. Hopefully, I'll get a lot of love from you guys and be able to go on. But anyway, I just wanted to, maybe we should just say, just take a little moment for me, because I know you guys do it every day, every second of every day. You're thinking about the kids. And I just want to take a moment to thank them, say a prayer to God that He's looking over all these families, all their loved ones, and giving, you know, giving some compass for our great nation at this time. We need it more than ever. It's a very, very serious time right now. And anyway, let me just take a pause to say a little prayer to myself and for all of us, to say thanks for the greatness of these young people. And you know, the other thing that I know about all these kids is they all had a great sense of humor. These guys were the funniest guys. They were the best. They were the wild ones. The wild ones that we love. And they wouldn't let us stay too unhappy in their memory. We have to always keep a smile up, you know, at the ready, because these guys were the funniest of the group and the greatest. It's interesting how God chooses them, because God seems to put his hand on just the right ones. Amen. So we have these memories. I see. While I'm talking about humor, I'm crying. What's going on with me? Help me, fellas! Anyway, it's great to be among you. I don't know what your plans are for the rest of the time here, but you have made a great difference in many lives by carrying your loved ones with you on your journeys. Everyone you touch understands that there's something special in that touch, and they're set a little bit straighter because of it. So your interaction with everybody, I know sometimes it may get tired for you, or you know, you may not want that occasionally, but the attention that you get is a blessing to anybody. Anyway, that's it for me. I really do want the group hug now. How you doing?
Thank you.
Okay, as soon as the whole group is over, if we